This is KHQA News at 10, working for you.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this Christmas Eve. We got a lot to tell you about. We have breaking news out of Hannibal where a massive fire is going on as we speak. You're looking at smoke and fire billowing up 3 stories high at a building at Broadway and Grand. We have been told that this building used to house Unique Floral. 2015 marked a monumental year for the Adams County Sheriff's Department. Get to that story in just a moment, but first, our top story tonight. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill hope to act fast to prevent terrorists from entering the U.S. We now know why apple cider at the Pike County Fall Color Drive made people sick.
Big weekend for Star Wars fans.
And I can't wait to hear what people think about it. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. New tonight, brutal weather continues to hit the U.S. More than 18 million people are now under flood warnings. Also, water levels are expected to rise another 5 feet on the Illinois River at Valley City. New data show a drop in unemployment for November in Clark, Lewis, Marion, Pike, and Rawls counties. Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year's Eve. You are looking at a live shot courtesy of CNN at Times Square in New York City, where they are getting ready for the ball to drop. And as you can see, a great crowd and very excited people. There have been bands performing there so far. So that is a look at New York City. Closer to home now. The Mothers Against Drunk Drivers Quinsipi chapter wants you to hear their message loud and clear. Enjoy bringing in the new year, but don't forget to use your head when the party is over and it's time to go home. But first, it's Thursday, and that means the Mountain Dew days of summer are about to get underway. Ross Green is live in Macomb now on this special edition of KHQA News at 6. All right, thanks, Ross. Looks like a great day out there. Well, in the news tonight, a Lewis County woman is dead following a 2-vehicle collision near Lewistown this morning. The crash happened shortly after 7 a.m. on Highway Y near the Deer Ridge Conservation Area. The Lewis County Sheriff's Office says 29-year-old Stacy Fletcher of LaBelle was pronounced dead at the scene. An adult and 2 small children in the other vehicle were taken to the hospital. Volunteers launched a campaign called Neighbors Helping Neighbors today to help clean up the city of Quincy after last week's storm. KHQA's Abigail James shows you how volunteers did their part for the community. A recent flooding leaves several residents in Fall Creek near Payson, Illinois, furious. Not because it rained, but the reason behind the flooding. KHQA's Michael Polarchi spoke with residents about their frustrations.
Next week for early January, that's a good start. Had a lot to deal with earlier this week, so a good start to 2016, I think, for everybody.
I like how you put sunshine in every single day. Dave doesn't always do that.
No, he doesn't. You know, I know what the people like. They like sunshine, so I'm here to deliver. So,
thanks, Rob.
Thanks.
Now let's send things over to Chris Dewar. Well, drivers with 4 or more drunk driving convictions in Illinois now have another chance to get behind a wheel legally and rehabilitated.
Winter as we entered the first few days of 2016.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us, but Chris Dewar has a lot of highlights and a lot of stories to bring you straight ahead on Sports Final, so don't go away. Have a great night.
If so, you're not alone.
Well, now that it's getting darker earlier, runners say they feel unsafe running because it's more difficult for drivers to see them. And those runners are in for a warming trend over the next few days. Here's Chief Meteorologist Mike Cole to explain. New tonight at 10, police are investigating 3 reports of rape that happened on or near the University of Missouri campus during the past 12 days. Thank you, Jack. Well, developing now, a new report says the Illinois budget impasse is hurting the state's black population. That's according to the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus. The report details how young people are missing out on financial aid for colleges and after-school programs. State Democrats want to see both a tax increase and spending cuts, while Rauner wants laws to make business operations cheaper and curb union power. President Barack Obama says the battle against ISIS is moving forward with a great sense of urgency. He visited the Pentagon for an update on anti-terrorism efforts in Syria and Iraq. Melissa Rainey reports.
Well, you never know. Things could change, but we'll keep an eye on it.
You just never know.
You never do know.
All right, thank you. We have breaking news coming out of Hannibal tonight where multiple buildings are on fire at Broadway and Grand Avenue. We have a crew on the scene. KHQA's Abigail James joins us live from those buildings. And Abigail, you're joined by a police officer, I believe. What do you see and what do you know? Well, be careful what you ask for this Christmas, as it can be gone in a matter of seconds. Thieves are on the prowl this time of year, targeting homes that have an open invitation. Thank you, Abigail. And just to recap, there is a fire. Actually, it's under control at Broadway and Grand Avenue in Hannibal. It broke out at around 9 o'clock. Parts of the road are closed, so police are asking you to avoid that area.